I am blown away with how easy people have used this drill to improve their follow through. We're talking about where we're exiting today to help control our club path through impact. Not only that, we're looking about how this can help us control the club face to hit much better shots. Welcome to today's video. I'm Alex Elliott, PJ Golf Professional, and we have got you covered. Let's start off by just explaining how we set up this drill. And I would definitely recommend starting off with this one down the driving range, and then this is something that you can picture out on the golf course. So have a look what I've done here. Directly down my ball to target line is my red alignment stick. I've got my yellow, which is to the left of target from my perspective hitting, and I've got my blue, which is to the right of target. Now just stay there for me for 30 more seconds. What plagues most of our game? A lot of us swinging through very much to the left, even probably feeling as though we're swinging to the left of that yellow. Now think about it this way, if I just do this one-handed in a small mini version, if I'm going to swing towards the yellow, where's my golf club got to have come from on this downswing? This way, hasn't it? I couldn't come from round here and swing to this yellow. It would come very much like this. So I want you to picture this. Where this golf club head exits, we're going to talk about how we can help you exit more neutral, but also then how we can help you hit a little bit of a fade, a little bit of a draw. Lots of benefits to this. So if we wanted to stop exiting so left, so in essence that sort of slicey curvature, let's focus on swinging more out towards the blue. Now if you think about that, for me to exit out towards the blue and trace it back, where's this golf club got to have come from more on this downswing? So come to the down the line perspective now with me. Hopefully this is all starting to make sense. Piecing this whole thing together. Tennis ball's back, but I think it's really important. Okay, so if I'm in here, I wanted to throw the ball to the blue, I wanted to throw the ball to the red, exits towards the red, but look where my hands have come from. One this way, one more this way, and now I want to throw this one towards the yellow, one more this way. Hopefully that my hand and the tennis ball is resonating with you in the sense of that's representing the golf club head in this motion. So just make some one-handed practice swings. Try exiting to all three. Start off with the one we don't want, exiting yellow. Okay, that's where most people really struggle. Then I want you to go the opposite extreme. Exit to blue. Okay, now it's starting to look a little bit different, isn't it? Now, exit to red. That would be sort of our more neutral. Now, as I've said countless times on this channel, we have to feel extreme opposites to find that middle ground. So, I want you to get out of this, not exiting, and when I'm saying this, I'm not talking about how a lot of the top pros here now exit left with the hands. I'm talking about people who exit left with the club head and not the hands, okay? That's a really important thing to distinguish. We'll finish off with that, so do stick around to the end of the video. I want you to get that feeling of just making some half swings to begin with, exiting, feeling like the club head, your underarm throwing the club head out towards that blue. Now just watch this in slow motion now. In reality, it's probably going to be somewhere between the red and the blue, but that's what we're after. I think this is a really good one just to go on the golf course, right, okay? Not chopping across and the club head going very left. What I'm trying to feel is, right, okay, focus if I was throwing it out that way. Hands on, throw it out to the right. So there's two stages to this drill. Let's start off by just hitting a little bit of a half shot and then a bit more of a full. So in here now, let's start with our half, exit to the right, and really try to focus on starting that ball through that right gate. Getting that feeling. the next shot, I want you to really stand there and feel again, you're going to create a bigger version of exiting towards this way. So all we're talking about today is where this golf club is swinging towards and how this has an effect on where it's come from. Now, an important point to think about here is, and this is where a lot of people will get stumbled up on this, is the fact that if you're swinging more to the right, you have to understand that your club face is going to have to be a little bit close to our path to bring this golf ball back to target. If you are a golfer who swings a little bit to the left, your club face is going to have to be a little bit open to that. So standing over that golf ball now, it's understanding that, okay, can I start my golf club head pointing somewhere towards the red, but can I feel I'm swinging out towards the blue to stop me hitting that choppy across weak slice shot? So in essence, we're telling you how to hit a draw here, but it's a nice simple way of thinking about where we exit is determining where we've come from. So hopefully on that video there, you can get a real good sense of what we're trying to achieve. Now, one more minute on this. I think it's really important to understand, as I said before, a lot of golfers exit very much left with the club head, chopping across it with an open face. We're trying to over-exaggerate the opposite, so out to the right with a closed face and just concentrating on this half of the swing to affect where the club is traveling from here. Now, I talked about the top guys who played in the Open last week. We hear it all the time, especially in that Sky Zone, and I think that's one of the best things that have been added to the golf coverage. What we're trying to do as a top player, so if you're someone who is a high-speed player, we're wanting to feel as though our club face is a little bit stronger at last parallel, so more sort of matching our spine, and we're really rotating into impact. Now, have a look here where my hands are exiting, but where my club head is staying. This is what we're seeing with a lot of the top pros. Now, if we're being truthfully honest, a lot of us aren't strong enough or fast enough to achieve that, but that's fine. We're trying to say here, we don't mind a little bit of these wrists rolling to help you get more speed, but let's concentrate on where we're exiting, not where we're chopping across, to help us control the club path, help us get a bit more understanding of face. Because if I was throwing something to you, this same thing would just be computed in our brain. Some nice simple tips for you today. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget, every single video we have a PDF guide. Down below is all the information. As well as that, do sign up to the newsletter, and I look forward to seeing you at the same time tomorrow.